Hello students, today we will be going to learn about the structure of population or characteristics of population. Structure is the way we divide the population and understand the quality of population. There are various ways in which we measure the particular aspect of population and then understand and draw conclusion from it and understand what is to be done based on the statistics that is obtained. So let us understand the structure. It is nothing but the subdivision of the population into various segments to obtain a better understanding, such as we divide them into first is sex ratio, second being the age structure, and then we have the rural and urban population. So these are the various ways in which the quality of population is measured. So firstly, let us start with the sex ratio. The sex ratio is the way we divide the gender, male and female, and draw a comparison between that how many men are there compared to women and how many women are there compared to men. This helps to understand how the different genders are existing in the particular population. So under sex ratio, it is the ratio between men and female and is calculated as number of female by number of males into 1000. This helps to understand that how many females exist compared to 1000 males. So it is considered to be balanced when the amount of females is equal to the number of males. But however, in countries like India, the number of females are quite less as compared to males, and hence it is an alarming thing. So now let us look at the second classification, which is the age structure. Now first point was sex ratio, second is age structure. So when we talk about the age structure, we have three further divisions like 15 years and below, 15 to 60 years, and 60 years and above. So this helps us in understanding what is the type of population that exists. Now in this first category is below 15 years of age. That is a dependent population. That means who depend on parents and on other guardians. These are basically children who require education and food. They can't earn money and hence are dependent on other people. When we talk about 15 to 60 years of age group, these are the people who can earn their own bread and butter and are self-sufficient and are also known as working class. Now the third category, that is above 60 years of age, is the senior citizens or the people who have already worked and now are dependent on the government and other people for their bread and butter. They require help in their day-to-day activity. They are known as senior citizens, but their knowledge and experience is very, very important for the country in different sectors. Now this was all about age structure. Now our third category is rural and urban population. First we have studied about sex ratio. Second was age structure. Now third point is rural and urban population. Now first we'll talk about urban population. Urban population is nothing but the population that resides in cities. The cities that have enough development and enough infrastructure. But rural population is the population that resides in the places which are not urbanized, such as villages, which may not have as much infrastructural facilities as you get in cities. So urban population is a population that live in cities, whereas the rural population is a population that live in villages. Most of the Indian population live in rural places and predominantly dependent on activities such as agriculture, So this is all about classification which is based on the area of residence. Now in this first topic is completed, that is structure of population or classification of population. Now talking about population pyramid. It is the graphical illustration that shows the distribution of various age groups in a population, which forms the shape of a pyramid. When the population is growing, it forms the shape of a pyramid. It basically shows two things. First is the population divided into various age groups. Second thing is the percentage of the total population divided into males and females in each of the groups. Now explaining about population pyramid, the bottom of the pyramid shows the number of children below 15 years and the top shows the number of aged people above 65 years of age. Now if we take the example of Kenya, the population pyramid of Kenya is broad at the base and rapidly narrows at the top. Why? Because the birth rate and death rate are both high. Now pyramid with a wide base, that is larger percentage of people in younger age groups, indicate high birth rate and high fertility rates, whereas narrow top indicate high death rate and lower life expectancies. It suggests a growing population. That means the population of Kenya is stable, that is neither increasing nor decreasing. Now if we take the population pyramid of India, the bottom of population pyramid is heavy. That is, the Indian population has large proportion of children, teenagers and young adults. The country's population for the age groups of 0 to 4, 5 to 9, 10 to 14 and 15 to 19 is roughly equal, whereas the numbers for older groups become progressively smaller. So like this, today we have studied about the structure of population and population pyramid. With this we have finished our second chapter. In our next video we will start the new chapter.